play, but he had a little bit more mustard than normal on there. That could be a little frustration throw right there. You can see him come on the sideline right now. I would be frustrated too with 3 straight penalties like that, questionable penalties.
Rather interesting here at Chambers Academy so far in terms of some strange penalties. Snap. Thomas boots it away on the punt on the 4th down play, fielded by number 22, and immediately down he goes out along the 48-yard line. Great coverage that time, number 11, Mitchell Lee, the first to get there.
Yeah, he was the first to get there. Hayden Thompson come in. Hayden Harris come in right there, cleaned him up.
While we were away also, our center came off the field. He's being attended to on the near sideline. Austin Knox, not sure exactly the extent of that injury situation, but here we go. Up 7-0, a minute 56 remaining here in the first quarter of play, and Lowndes with trip receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far, shotgun formation. Johnson will give it off to his trailing back coming this way. No holding call there that time, and he'll make his way to the 40-yard line. Number 22 on the carry that time, Brandon Reed, their go-to back, makes his way to the 40. Looked like a pretty clear hold on this side, but no call that time.
His jersey is now outside his pants where it was tucked in before. They were holding him by the back of his jersey. Went right behind where he was being held.
Going to bring up a 2nd down and call it 2 yards to go. Trip receivers this time to the far side, single receiver to the near as they load up the shotgun and give it off to 22 off that, right off center, and he is close to first down yardage. Looks like from here, Chris, he picked up the necessary yardage for the first down at along the 37-yard line of Chambers.
Yeah, Lowndes loves to spread you out and run it right at you just because they feel like that number 22 is one of the best running backs in AISA this year, and they're going to spread it out and make your men tackle them.
Going to bring up a first down, new set of downs for Lowndes. Trailing Chambers Academy 7-0. A minute 3 and counting in the first quarter of play. Ball at along the 38-yard line of Chambers Academy. They'll send trip receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side, and a shotgun formation. He'll give it off to Reed again, and this time nothing doing. He is met by a sea of blue. That time, number 30 for Chambers Academy, Matthew Keebler, along with number 21, of course, Ennis on the tackle.
Yeah, right there. They did not let them get their gaps right. They ran straight down the A gap. We crashed the A gap, and he had nowhere to go.
2nd down, call it 8 yards to go. Clock on the move. This could be the last play of the first quarter. We'll see. Trip receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side. Shotgun formation for the quarterback. He'll roll to his right, looking, got plenty of green grass in front of him. Will tuck it and go past the line of scrimmage.
Yep, he called it.
Yeah.
You got to call that.
He was clearly beyond the line and throws an incomplete pass. So,
they could call too. That was a run-pass option play. He had Lyman 10 yards down the field right there. So you could have went either or.
See what the White Hat has to say as he's mic'd for the second consecutive week. Our officials mic'd so the fans can hear just exactly what he has to say.
It's like they're chatting with Coach Allen to make sure that they're making sure exactly what the yardage is going to be down in distance.
Less than a second.
I don't think I've ever seen .05.
Yeah.
Or 0.5 on there. You got to have
Third down, loss of down, illegal forward pass. He had gone over the line of scrimmage before he once he released the the incomplete pass. So it brings up 3rd down and long for Lowndes. They wind the clock. That's the end of the first quarter. With that, we will step aside and take a quarter break. Chambers Academy leads 7-0 here at home against Lowndes. Our coverage continues in the second quarter right after the break.
Attention. Are you in need of a little extra cash? Would you like to have a little folding money to walk around with? Well, you need to hurry to Allen Scrap. My friends at Allen Scrap are paying top dollar on junk cars and scrap. It's easy. Take your scrap to Allen Scrap and cash in. That's Allen Scrap, County Road 164 between 5 Points and Lafayette. Phone 334-757-9096.
Chris Potts Logging is a proud supporter of Chambers Academy. The 2016 season has truly been special. On and off the field, Chris Potts encourages the Rebels to strive for greatness. Best of luck to the Chambers Academy Rebels from Chris Potts Logging. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke LaGrange.
Oh, well, here we are, second quarter. And Chambers Academy leads 7-0 over Lowndes. It's a 3rd down and long, Chris, directly in front of us as the nose of the ball sits at along the 41-yard line of Chambers Academy. 3rd down and long. Most likely they're going up top again. We've been able to apply good pressure, and we've maintained our position in terms of where we need to be defensively. Got to do it a couple of more plays.
Yeah, Brian Rayburn is one of his main targets. He usually lines up in the slot position. We're going to see where he's at. Yep, he's going back at slot right here.
Trips to the near side, single receiver to the far side, shotgun formation. They try to set a screen. They do. He makes a tackler miss. Look out. Down that far sideline, going to pick up the first down and more, and brought out of bounds by Kane Thomas at along the 15-yard line. We had him dead to rights. He made a man miss and was able to, on the screen play behind the line of scrimmage, pick up the necessary yardage.
Yeah, they are really athletic. He made 3 Rebels miss. He kind of he cut left, and nobody. It looks like again that we're struggling in the first half with hand tackling, arm tackling. You can't win football games.
This time, twin receivers to the near side, twin receivers to the far side, shotgun formation. He'll give it off to number 22 off that right side, and down he'll go after a gain of maybe a yard. Looked like that time, looked like Kane Thomas along with who? Mitchell Lee? Who was that?
Dalton Thrower.
Dalton Thrower.
Yeah, he manned up right there. Last play, I watched him get blown away by a guard, and right there he stepped up and shed the block and made the tackle.
Well, a large majority of the carries by Lowndes will go to number 22, Reed. That was the case that time, but we did a good job stuffing it along the line of scrimmage. Lowndes on a 2nd down play, call it 9 yards to go, inside the 15-yard line down to along the 13 of Chambers Academy. Twins to either side, man in motion is Reed. He'll roll this way, quarterback keep, running to the corner. There's a marker on the play. He's knocked out of bounds out along the, well, they actually say he hit the pylon for a touchdown, but I believe they are going to catch, and they do indeed catch Lowndes on a hold that time.
Well, that's two touchdowns pulled off the board. That we're back even now. That was a really big hold, but right there on that hold, if he don't hold him, he may not get to that edge to score that touchdown.
Well, that time, John Johnson, the junior quarterback, rode to the near side, had clear daylight after the hold, mind you, and was able to score, but it's brought back due to the holding penalty against Lowndes. Going to bring up a 2nd down, and we'll call it around 18 yards to go. Ball spotted at along the 23 of Chambers Academy. Chambers Academy leads 7-0, 10:37 and counting in the second quarter. Shotgun formation. Johnson takes it himself, and down he will go. And a flag from the backside, maybe a face mask penalty. we'll wait and see exactly what the call is, but
you cannot make that mistake right there if it is. Crucial second and long. You cannot make that mistake. Yeah, they're marking it off.
Didn't see who got him. Yep. Big. Big penalty that time against Chambers Academy.
You go from third and long to third and short. You know, those moments right there define a football game.
Ball and along the 9-yard line of Chambers Academy. They'll send twin receivers to the near side and twins to the far side. They'll give it off. Quarterback Keep being pressured. Down he goes. Along the 10-yard line. Lost about a yard that time. Mateo Valdez, I thought he had given it off to 22 again. Reed, but that time he kept it. Couldn't find anybody open, and the pressure got to him.
He had me sold as well. I was watching 22. I looked up last minute, and he was kind of dancing around defenders with Kane Thomas on the outside and C.J. Lyons all year. They've been locked down corners. He's looking out there for that receiver. It looked like to me he was just going to throw up a little fade, and Kane had inside leverage, and if he would have put it up, it would have probably been an interception.
Shotgun formation, Johnson. This time he'll give it off to Reed. Look out. He's going to score. Yep, off that cut back to the left side in the corner of the end zone. And with 9:31 remaining in the first quarter, it's 7-6 Chambers Academy on that touchdown run by Reed.
Yep, Dalton Thrower right there was trying to make another arm tackle other than running through the running back, putting him on the ground. He tried to hand tackle him, and it was over once he got second level.
So the point after attempt will come with 9:31 remaining in the first half of play. Chambers with a 7-6 lead, and the extra point forthcoming from John Taylor, the senior kicker. Snap, down, kick up, good. It's tied up at 7 apiece here at Torbert Field. Chambers Academy 7, Lowndes 7. Our coverage continues right after this timeout.
Everyone at Alabama Georgia Woodbury would like to congratulate the Chambers Academy Rebels on their tremendous success this season. Your hard work and dedication paved the way for an undefeated season. From everyone at Alabama Georgia Wood Preserving, good luck to the Chambers Academy Rebels. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke LaGrange.
Here at Chambers Academy, all tied up at 7 apiece with 9:31 remaining in the first half of play. And deep to receive to this near side and along the 10 is Malik Lyons. Kane Thomas to the far side of the field is Lowndes will kick from our left to right, just tying up the game a moment ago on a touchdown run by Brandon Reed. And the end-over-end kick will be caught, dropped along the 15-yard line. Gillespie on the return needs a block, looking for a hole, and will be brought down at along the 25-yard line. That's exactly where Chambers Academy will set up shop. First down and 10 from along their own 25, tied at 7 apiece.
I'm curious if Coach is going to come out right here in more of a power read offense, or he's going to stick with the wing tee. He needs a spark right here. Austin's back on the field.
He is limping out into the huddle. His right ankle heavily taped, and he will limp to the line of scrimmage. And here we go with the wing tee set and a first down and 10. They will give it off to Lyons, and Lyons makes his way to along the
Look at that.
34-yard line.
He made two Lowndes defenders hit each other. He went by them so fast that that right there, to me, it looked like Jimbo Wheeler and Mason just tried to kill CJ, and he was gone, and they about hurt each other.
Knox will have to come out of the game. Ninth grader Caden Smoot will take over the center position for now, at least. On a 2nd down and 1, they'll give it off to Lyons again, and he picks up necessary yardage for the 1st down across the 40, till on the 42-yard line. So a big pickup that time, good blocking off this left side, and the Rebels will have a new set of downs.
Yeah,
they go hurry up. This time inside, give Flournoy, look out, Flournoy.
Ball.
He fumbles the football down at the 35-yard line. He gives it up, had a huge pickup, and Lowndes will recover at along the 35-yard line. That time, quick give to Flournoy, picked up big yardage, but he coughed the ball up at along the 35.
He was trying to get that extra yard, and sometimes when you try to get that extra yard, that stuff happens. He was trying to muscle his arm up to try to just get a little bit more, and he had an arm right up under him, and he popped the football right out.
Got to keep your head right here.
Yep.
Got to settle down, play defense. We need a turnover. 1st down and 10 for Lowndes at along their own 35-yard line. Shotgun snap. Quarterback, all kind of time. Lots and lots and lots of time. Being pressured. He'll be hit, and down he goes.
What a play.
He had a lot of time.
A lot of time. And, that might be the spark we were looking for, Steve. You get kids that got them on the ground and they jumped up with a little spark. Well, we haven't seen that in the last 2 series.
Well, that time he couldn't find an open receiver, and the clock just didn't go off in his head, I suppose, because all of a sudden pressure came and down he went. Going to bring up a 2nd down and awfully long at along their own 22-yard line. To pick up a 1st down, they'll have to reach the 45-plus. So here they come. Twin receivers to the near side and to the far side. And the quarterback, of course, Johnson, will load up the shotgun. He'll give it off to number 22 off that left side. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2. Down the sideline, look out. And finally brought down Mateo Valdez. And along with number 2, Hayden Thompson, but not before he reaches midfield and a 1st down.
Again, we're trying to arm tackle. You get Trent Potts out there on the edge. He sheds his block and goes up to him and tries to get him more towards the top of his shoulder pads, and you can't do that. A good back like that, you got to hit him low right there.
Well, here they come. New set of downs. Twin receivers to the near side. Again, twins to the far. They load up the shotgun on a 1st down play from midfield.
They see something.
Quarterback, keep, down he goes. That time, Brock Ennis hit him at along the line of scrimmage. It was Johnson on the quarterback, keep.
Yeah, right there, last minute, the coach was running out on the field, signaling for an audible. He must have saw something on the football field, but it did not work.
6:44 and counting, 1st half of play. All tied up, 7 apiece here at Torbert Field, Chambers Academy and Lowndes. 2nd round action of the AISA playoff. Winner, and you play for the state championship. Nose of the ball just across the 50 in Chambers Academy territory at the 49. They'll send 2 receivers to the far side, 2 receivers to the near side. We've seen it before, and a timeout called. It appears that Lowndes has taken a timeout. With that, we'll take one with them. All tied up at 7 apiece. Chambers Academy and Lowndes, 7 up. We'll be back right after this.
The main event, an Aveda Concept Salon Spa located at Veterans Memorial Parkway in Lafayette, salutes the Chambers Academy Rebels. Open since 1987. Trained professionals that get continuing education in the latest styles and techniques. A relaxing and friendly environment. Haircuts, colors, waxings, manicures, pedicures, facials, and body treatments. Call for an appointment. 334-864-9989. The main event. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Back here at Torbert Field, I'm Steve Smoot along with Chris Strength, and don't go anywhere. We've got a ball game, 7-7 here, and Chambers Academy and Lowndes all tied up. 6:19 remaining in the half, and Lowndes with the ball just inside CA territory at the 49-yard line. 2nd down and 9. This time they'll send twin receivers to the left, twin receivers to the right, and Johnson will load up the shotgun again. He'll fake the give. Go to his left, got room, going to be inside the 40, down to the 39 for a 1st down.
Yeah, right there, defensive coordinator Matt Smith took a gamble. He sent both linebackers on a blitz down the A-gaps. 7 pulled the football and had a lot of green space out there on the outside and took it for a 1st down.
Well, the new set of downs for Lowndes. Ball at along the 38-yard line of Chambers Academy, all tied up at 7 apiece. Give to Reed this side on the give to the near side. He was in motion. He dealt it off to Reed, who picked up about, 3-4 yards, Chris?
Yeah, right there. He come on a little sweep. Trent Potts took the edge away from him. He had to turn it straight into our linebackers. Hayden Thompson with a big tackle right there.
Well, the 2nd down play, call it 6 yards to go. Chambers Academy needs a stop. Lowndes will send trip receivers to the near side, one to the far, shotgun formation. He'll fake the give and run it himself, and the quarterback keep will pick up another 1st down to the 25-yard line. Mateo Valdez finally brought him down, but not before Johnson was able to pick up the necessary yardage. Well, here they come. Lowndes with a fresh set of downs at the 25 of CA, Chambers Academy. Trip receivers to the near side. One receiver far to his left. Johnson, quarterback keep off the left side. Cuts back inside. Going to pick up 7, 8 yards, 9. Down inside the 15-yard line.
His guard, his tackle right there, Chase Little, just took on man with Trent Dodge and shed him out. The quarterback ran right behind his hip and did what you're supposed to do, pick up positive yards right there.
2nd down, and, well, actually they say he did pick up the 1st down right there as they spot it at the 14 of Chambers Academy. 4:35 and counting here in the 1st half of play. Lowndes up to the line of scrimmage. Got to find an answer defensively. Need to create a turnover. This time Reed in the shotgun formation, the talented tailback. He'll take it straight up the middle of the field, and he'll pick up 6, 7 yards before we finally bring him down at along the 7-yard line. Direct snap to Reed.
He ran straight down A-gap, center block down on the on our guard and on our tackle. And, when you spread them out like that, it's man-on-man right there in the middle. It's man-on-man outside, and it's man-on-man in the middle. And if everybody makes their block, that's going to happen.
Ball at along the 8-yard line of Chambers Academy. 2nd down, about 3.5 to go. Reed in the shotgun, direct snap. He'll fake the give, run to his left. He's being pursued and finally brought down shy of the 1st down. CA fans wanted a hold over there on that far side, didn't get it. Going to bring up a 3rd down and short.
Yeah, it's fine line of holding right there. You're taught as a lineman to grab the shoulder pads outside of the shoulder pads and drive them backwards like that, but it comes a fine line of when he gets leverage on you and you got your arms on there, it turns into a hold.
No call, twin receivers to the near side and the far. They give straight up the middle. No, actually, the quarterback keeps, and he goes down.
Right there, Braxton Allen, what a play. Flew outside from the outside linebacker position, come in there wide open and did not let him get to the outside edge. What a play by the freshman.
Johnson does great job with his ball fake. I thought he had given it off to Reed again. He went to the far side away from us, And Braxton Allen, as fast as I've seen him this season, makes a huge play, but even more huge is this opportunity on 4th down.
Big play right here.
Big play in this ball game.
Momentum.
Yep, down at the 14-yard line. I think they're going to call a timeout. Looks like Lowndes is set to call a timeout. The 14-yard line is where the ball sits at the CA 14. All tied up, Chambers Academy and Lowndes. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back as we wind down the first half of play. Crucial play when we come back right after the break.
Novelli Ennis Company offers accounting, tax, payroll, and audit services. They opened for business in 1950. Now they take this time to salute the Chambers Academy Rebels on winning the region championship. And best of luck in the state playoffs. Novelli Ennis and Company CPAs, located at 501 First Street, Lynette. Phone 334-642-2918. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Here we are, 7-7, ball at the 14, a 4th down play, and they have to reach just inside the 5-yard line, and Lowndes will load up offensively. Here they go, Chris.
We cannot stress how big this is in the ball game. With Lowndes having the momentum in the last quarter of the ball game,
They're lining up as if to kick a field goal, which would be spotted down at the 16. Call it a 26-yard from left to right field goal attempt. High snap, kick up. The kick is good, just inside. And so with that, Lowndes will take the points and take a 10-7 lead over Chambers Academy. But there is some question.
The clock.
Officials conferring along the near sideline.
They were running the clock. They took at least a good 6, 7, 8 seconds off the clock right there.
10-7 is your score here from Torbert Field. Lowndes leads Chambers Academy. And Chambers will have they reset the clock 2 minutes and 5 seconds in this first half of play. But here again, Chris, don't want to give them the ball again. No. Naturally, with this high-octane Chambers Academy offense, you'd like to put some points on the board. Need a good return here. But again, more than anything, I don't want them to have the ball again.
They're going to get the ball first in the second half. You don't want to give a team right here hope to go up a possession, another possession before half, and then get the football and go and get another possession on you. Real big right here.
Malik Lyons and Kane Thomas, end-over-end kick, fielded by Gillespie. He's got wheels, 30, 35, 40, up the middle of the field to the 45. Great field position with a $1:59 remaining in the first half of play. That's where Chambers Academy will set up shop.
I'm curious to see what coach is going to do right here. I noticed that Smoot right there was on the sideline practicing shotgun. I can about guarantee you we're about to spread the ball out, and we're going to try to get to the edges.
Well, the 9th grader, Caden Smoot, in at center, knocks on the sideline with an injury, and they do indeed for the first time load up the shotgun. Good snap. Malik Lyons takes it up the center of the field. He'll pick up about 3-4 yards, and he's brought down there.
When watching him, he's one footstep from breaking it every time. He's that good of a football player. They've just done a good job so far tonight keeping him contained other than that one run that got called back.
We need a big play here. Second down play. Good snap. Pass to Kane Thomas. Good block. Down the sideline. Thomas knocked out of bounds out along the 25-yard line. Well, actually, they say he stepped out at the 27. Great screen pass to the wide receiver.
That as a coach, you pray right there every time when you throw that bubble screen that your man gets out there and makes a block. And Brock Ennis right there made a huge block. I cannot stress how much we needed that.
Shotgun formation. New set of downs. Malik Lyons takes the snap. He'll go to his right. Turns inside. Malik Lyons bounces outside. Look out! Malik Lyons! Touchdown! Touchdown, Chambers Academy.
That's exactly what we needed right there. What a play by that senior. He has done that time and time this year. Put the team on his back and make a huge play when it needed to be made.
Malik Lyons, a little pirouette off that right side, and he would take it to the house. It didn't take long. We had 2:05 remaining in the half, and with 1:17, Chambers Academy has taken the lead 13-10, and the all-important point after coming from the 8th grade kicker. The deputy sends it up, and it is good. The deputy delivers with 1:17 remaining here in the first half of play. Peyton Allen, 14-10 is the score. We'll take a timeout. Chambers Academy football continues right after this.
Well, folks, did you know that at Newman's Farm Supply, located right across from the Chambers County Courthouse in Lafayette, they buy, sell, and trade guns every day. You'll find pistols by Browning, Springfield, Smith & Wesson, Glock, and they have the AR-15s, plus all your ammo, deer feeders, shooting tables, ladder stands, deer cane, molasses, apple corn, and a complete Neutrino lineup with Safe Choice, Proforce, Stock and Stable, Loyal, and River Run Food. Check them out today. You're sure to like the family-owned and operated business. My friends John and Mandy Newman and the entire staff at Newman's Farm Supply, across from the Chambers County Courthouse in Lafayette. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Well, here we go. 1:17 remaining in the half. Chambers Academy with a 14-10 lead, and Kane Thomas to boot it away on the kickoff. A short end-over-end kick fielded at the 25. Return up the middle of the field, and downhill go. Number 2 on the return that time, Rayburn. Good coverage by Chambers Academy. Didn't want him to have the ball back again,
Not this
but I'll
early.
take the touchdown.
I'll take it all day, but a spread team with 1:13 on the clock with a quarterback that can scramble around, our defensive backs have really got to step up right here and make sure that they do not lose containment on the receivers and let them have a big play.
Time for a turnover right here.
Yes,
Time
sir.
for a turnover. Time for us to take the ball away for the first time tonight. Here they come. Lowndes up to the line of scrimmage with twin receivers to the near side and to the far side. Johnson, the quarterback. Behind him, his talented tailback in Brandon Reed. Johnson looking, plenty of time, wants to throw the screen, nothing there.
Everything's covered.
Lots and lots of time. Rolls this way. He will come up, and he'll be brought down at along the 40-yard line. Finally, Trent Potts. Yeah, a couple of missed tackles that time.
This kid is a wizard. It looks like. I mean, he Houdini is himself out of the tackles all the time.
Keep that clock motoring.
Yes, sir.
44 seconds and counting in the first half of play. Trip receivers to the far side now, and a single receiver to the near, and there is a timeout call by Chambers Academy. Good timeout by Coach Allen and the staff, because that particular time they had trip receivers to the left, they had a wing left, and a receiver to the near side. And I almost thought they had too many men in the backfield to begin with, but actually the receivers were indeed up on the line of scrimmage.
Yep. Well, right there, sometimes you try to load up the wide side of the football field, put your wing back on the back side, and just run a counter because you got numbers on the back side. So with a quarterback, running back duo like they have, that can smell – that's big trouble, if you miss one tackle.
If we get out of this half with a score 14-10, that might be the biggest timeout of the season so far called by Jason Allen.
Yep.
It could very well be. It was a critical time. They saw something they liked. We didn't exactly adjust. And so here we go. 39 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Second down from along the 41-yard line of Lowndes.
He puts Gillespie right there at the end. He's got some speed on the edge. Let's see what happens.
They come with pressure. He rolls. He fires a pass. Got a man incomplete.
We got a flag on the field.
Yeah, let's see what that one is.
What a move right there by Coach Allen, taking your big ends out of the ball game, your heavy ends, and putting speed guys on the edge right there. Number 11, Mitchell Lee, did not give him a chance to get outside that box and make a good throw. He was on him right then, and I'm really liking that move, putting the speed on the edges right there.
Lynette leads Walnut Grove large early, I'm told. Lafayette tied 6 apiece.
Wow.
Holding on the play. Going to bring up a, oh my goodness. Let's see where the ball is spotted down. At along the 31-yard line, Lowndes would have to reach the 46 their own. Trip receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side, man on man on that far side. Now they'll shift over defensively, give up the middle to 22, down he goes.
Yep. Huge stop right there. They were going to try to spread everybody up and run it down the middle where they've had success all evening. They did not have no success on that play. We crashed the gaps and didn't give them no chance.
Chambers calls the timeout.
You know what he's doing. He wants that punt. He's got the best football player in AISA sitting back here. He wants them to punt the football.
Well, you know what? Based on that earlier snap when we did get the roughing the punter, I'm not so sure that I wouldn't just go straight after it right here if it's and you tell your players if it's questionable, just back off.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but did they not have a bad snap last game?
Yeah.
He snapped it over his head, and it was in the first half, though. So they've had issues all year with that.
Well, here with 20 seconds remaining in the half, it's 14-10, Chambers Academy over Lowndes. And it's a fourth down. Well, actually, third down. Third down, and awfully long. They would have to reach their own 46 from along their own 27-yard line. So third down with trips to the far side, single receiver to the near side, and Johnson goes in shotgun mode, takes the snap, hands it off, and we have it stopped at along the line of scrimmage. Braxton Allen was there. Gillespie was there. A host of CA Rebels.
It looks like they're going to let the clock expire right here. That was the last play. You could tell Lowndes didn't want to make a big mistake right there. That's smart. Run the football down the middle. Don't even give them a chance to put another score on the board.
Well, as it is, it's 14-10, Chambers Academy here in the second round of the AISA playoffs at Torbert Field. We'll be back. Chris Strength and I will return with more right after this break here at halftime.
Farmers and Merchants Bank is proud to support all the area teams. They sincerely appreciate their generations of customers. For all your banking needs, visit the staff at Farmers and Merchants Bank. And from the entire staff, good luck, Rebels. Jeff Bodine Dodgen and his family are longtime invested supporters of Chambers Academy. Today, they would like to congratulate the coaches, players, cheerleaders, and fans. Jeff Bodine Dodgen, Logan, proud supporters of Chambers Academy. Mitchum Auto Parts, located Highway 431 in Lafayette, Alabama, has all your tires. Nexon Tires, Cooper, Toyo, Summit, Maxxis, Michelin, Duro, and even Duck Commander. And they're your complete Napa Auto Parts store. They also carry Husqvarna products like lawnmowers, blowers, pole saws, chainsaws, and much more. Check out Mitchum Auto Parts today. 334-864-7222. Located Highway 431, Lafayette. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Well, here we are at halftime, 14-10. The CA Rebels with the lead. And, boy, I tell you what, it was an interesting first half of play, Chris. And, you and I talked prior to the game, and I said repeatedly I felt like this Lowndes team would come to play tonight, and, boy, they did.
Yeah, they've got winners on their football team. John Johnson and Brandon Reed come from a winning football program. They know how to win a football game. And so when you play teams like this, and it being in the playoffs, whoever makes the less mistakes is going to go play for the championship. So they want it just as bad. They've been there. They've been there a few years at Edgewood. They know how to get through these games, and you don't want to give them no hope.
Well, Johnson and Reed, no mistake about it. Number 7, the quarterback. Number 22, the tailback, and Reed have been big keys in this game, and they've been pretty elusive. On the flip side, not to be critical But at the same time, I don't think we have tackled tonight nearly as well as you and I both know we can.
Yeah, there's been a lot of arm tackling. And, you know, I coach a Pee-wee 7- and 8-year-old football team, and we're teaching them at a young age, you got to tackle the legs. You can't arm tackle. And you're taught from that age up that, you know, you cannot get a good football player, a good running back, a good quarterback, a good receiver down by arm tackling them. They're just too strong. And right there, I hope that we make some adjustments. Trent Potts was really down on himself after he missed a huge tackle on the outside. It was a key moment when he broke to the outside. It was 3rd and long, and it ended up being a first down play. So we're going to see what these seniors do in the locker room and see if what they're going to do coming out. Last time, we know what they did last time, and they can't think they're going to come out of the locker room and it's going to be give to them like that again. They've got to take it.
Yep.
They got to take it.
Well, it will be an interesting second half of play here, no doubt about it. At the half, it is 14-10 Chambers Academy. We will step aside and take a break, and we thank our advertisers along the way. More coverage continues with Chambers Academy and Lowndes after the break.
Chambers Academy, serving you for over 45 years in Lafayette, Alabama, is offering open enrollment. Chambers Academy has remained grounded in solid traditions of high academic standards, strong morals, exemplary citizenship, and competitive athletics. A member of the Alabama Independent School Association. Their K-5 through 12 program, coupled with their Early Learning Center, which serves children from 6 months through 4 years old, enables families to access a consecutive program of nurturing educational experiences on a single school campus. Please find out more about all the great things happening at Chambers Academy in Lafayette by going to chambersacademy.com, or you can arrange for an appointment. To do so, call 334-864-9852. Chambers Academy with open enrollment. Chambers Academy, enter to learn, go forth to serve. Woody Harmon and his staff at Harmon Engineering are longtime supporters of Chambers Academy. The 2016 season has been outstanding. That's why Harmon Engineering takes the opportunity to salute the Chambers Academy Rebels in their quest for continued success. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Here at Torbert Field in Lafayette, Alabama. The second round of the AISA playoffs with Chambers Academy. An undefeated record, facing a team that they defeated earlier in the year soundly, leading 14-10 here at the half. And Chris, this opening possession when we kick off is going to be awfully big in terms of how this game goes. And you hear that, you hear the old cliche, the first few minutes, the first series of the second half is so important, but no cliche here tonight. It's going to be awfully important to have success stopping them and forcing them into a punt.
Kane's been averaging kicking it to around the 30 to 25 yard line. To me, I feel like if they're getting the ball and they're getting at least 10 yards, they're getting good field position. If I'm Coach Allen, I might get to the point to where I just kick that sungun on the ground hard as you can, as far as you can, and let that sungun bounce around and let your speed kids get down there.
Well, we saw a kickoff earlier where Gillespie was just so close to recovering, and we haven't really tried to kick it so deep. The one time we did, it went out of bounds, and so this first kick that'll come your way in about 8 or 9 minutes from now is going to be pretty critical to how we start this third quarter of play. A game that is very much up in the air at this point, and been a minute since we've been in a game like this, and perhaps you could go back to the previous outing between these two when Chambers, was in a real fight at halftime.
Yep. This game at Northside being a 3A football team, really good 3A football team, had them down like this. But other than those two matchups, at halftime, the seniors have usually got the young boys on their shoulders walking out, smiling and having a good time, in the family atmosphere.
It'll be interesting to see how they come out of the dressing room in this for the third quarter. And, when you sit back and you observe a game of this nature, it can be good for you to be in this sort of a test right here in the semifinals of the state playoffs, if you will. Semifinals, next game's the finals. And when you look at this Lowndes team, we talked about them coming in with a bit of a chip on their shoulders,
Yep.
but they put all their eggs, it seems to me, Chris, for the most part, on the offensive side of the basket, if you will. They are better offensively than they are defensively.
Yep.
We got the ball back with 2:05 remaining in the half, trailing 10-7, and less than a minute, Chambers Academy was able to score. We need to keep the ball out of their hands every chance we get for the remainder of this game.
If you can take 2 possessions from them, 3, I'm wishing for 3, but if you can get them where they don't score on 2 of their possessions and have to give us the football, I don't think they can stop us. They haven't. We hung up 77 on the board with them. They know they can't stop us. Yes, they're playing with a chip, but their defense looks just like it did last game.
Yeah.
So Malik, when he gets out on the edge, you got to make what's best of it. And every opportunity that we get, and we stop them, we got to score.
Well, we've only seen Lyons really on the edge that one time, and when he got outside, he went about 80-plus yards. It was called back for a penalty, and in that series, which was a real tough series for Chambers Academy, got about 3 consecutive penalties that held him in check. But I will suspect that we will see Malik Lyons getting the lion's share of the carries in the second half.
I would definitely give my senior, my leader, if it wasn't for Whitlow, him and Whitlow are tied right now in my eyes as player of the Chambers County. Both
Whitlow from Lafayette.
Yeah. He's been in that moment. He's played in 2 state championships. He's played in 1 in basketball as a sophomore and 1 as a junior in football. The kid's been in that moment, and he knows what it's going to take to win the football game. And I'm riding him the rest of the way. One thing we hadn't talked about, C.J. Lyons look good running football. He is every week he has got better and better, and there's been quite a few times that he was a shoestring from breaking it, and it took 3 or 4 men to get him on the football field.
Well, 1 turnover.
Yep.
Really by Flournoy, who had, picked up a big gain, about 15, 25 yards in that range, and he coughed it up. Big play in that first half.
Yes.
And, he's a guy that's an emotional young man who's physical. He likes to look people up, if you will, when he's running the football. Given the opportunity, he'll run hard in the second half. With that, we'll take a break. 4:24 remaining before we come back in terms of halftime. 14-10, Chambers Academy leads Lowndes here. We'll be back with more coverage right after this.
Chris Potts Logging is a proud supporter of Chambers Academy. The 2016 season has truly been special. On and off the field, Chris Potts encourages the Rebels to strive for greatness. Best of luck to the Chambers Academy Rebels from Chris Potts Logging. Attention. Are you in need of a little extra cash? Would you like to have a little folding money to walk around with? Well, you need to hurry to Allen Scrap. My friends at Allen Scrap are paying top dollar on junk cars and scrap. It's easy. Take your scrap to Allen Scrap and cash in. That's Allen Scrap, County Road 164 between 5 Points and Lafayette. Phone 334-757-9096. The staff at Lafayette True Value Hardware takes the time to congratulate the Chambers Academy Rebels on their success this season.
Stop by Lafayette True Value Hardware on the bypass and see them for all your electrical, plumbing, and building material needs. Contractors and handyman will find everything they need to tackle any project. Lafayette True Value Hardware on the bypass, Lafayette. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Back here at halftime as the Rebels make their way out of the dressing room. A nice patriotic theme to this Veterans Day. Halftime presentation by the Chambers Academy cheerleaders, and a very nice one on this Veterans Day. I know that we all salute our veterans and active military. Chambers Academy back onto the field, making their way to the near sideline and leading 14-10 here at the half. And, of course, would love to have heard what Coach Allen had to share with the team at halftime. And he's been as good as I've seen in halftime adjustments. And, Chris, you are very familiar with the coach. What do you think he said?
One thing that he looks for is for his seniors to speak up. We go into the locker room. The coaches kind of gather together in the coaching office and talk about what adjustments they need to make. And they kind of leave the kids out there for the first 7 minutes to talk to each other. And I'm just curious to see what this group of seniors did this time, because last time they were down to this team at halftime, Mateo took over the locker room, and we come out as a totally different team in the second half. And we're going to see, what's going to happen right here.
Well, we have an opportunity to take yet another quick break. I want to make sure that we are up to speed in terms of where we should be with our advertisers, and we appreciate all of them. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back for the second half right after this.
The main event, an Aveda Concepts Salon Spa located at Veterans Memorial Parkway in Lafayette, salutes the Chambers Academy Rebels. Open since 1987. Trained professionals that get continuing education in the latest styles and techniques. A relaxing and friendly environment. Haircuts, colors, waxings, manicures, pedicures, facials, and body treatments. Call for an appointment. 334-864-9989. The main event.
Farmers and Merchants Bank is proud to support all the area teams. They sincerely appreciate their generations of customers. For all your banking needs, visit the staff at Farmers and Merchants Bank. And from the entire staff, good luck, Rebels. Jeff Bodine Dodgen and his family are longtime invested supporters of Chambers Academy. Today, they would like to congratulate the coaches, players, cheerleaders, and fans. Jeff Bodine Dodgen, Logan, proud supporters of Chambers Academy. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Well, we are set for the second half of play in just a few moments, and Chambers Academy will kick off to start the second half, leading 14-10 against a really good Lowndes football team. We knew coming in that in terms of talent, they are physical, and they're a good football team.
We talked about the kickoff. We can't stress it enough. We cannot give them great field position. You want to make them drive the football down field. They don't have the depth that we have, and even though they've got really good players, if you can wear them out before the fourth quarter, get them tired, and when it comes to the nitty gritty, the last 5 minutes of the football game, and them boys are tired, we've got that edge, but we can't. You don't want to spot them any points right here. You don't want to give them any kind of hope that they can win this football game.
Well, keep the ball out of their hands every opportunity we get. It's tough when you got to kick off to them, leading 14-10. But as you said, we talked about it. We want the ball. Want to keep it out of their hands. Every opportunity, we've got to make the most of it. because you don't want to get into a shootout with this bunch.
Yep. I'm looking down here on the football field. John Tavius, Flournoy, showing senior leadership. He's going up to these younger kids and fist bumping them and saying he's got them. He went straight over to Gillespie. He knows Gillespie is one of the best special teams player we've had all year. Him and Hunter Davis have been huge all year, and he went straight up to him first and looked at him in the eye and showed him that we're going to do this.
Chambers Academy here tonight, an undefeated season thus far, having defeated Lowndes. They did defeat Lowndes in the regular season, rolled up 77 points in that contest. But for the better part of the game, early, first half, it was hotly contested, and then they had a player ejected from the game. We talked about this in the pregame. And once that happened, it seemed that the dynamics changed. Seems like the focus may have left the other side to a great degree, and it really changed things that night. But it's a whole new night tonight.
Yep. And you got your key to the offense sitting on the sideline in Austin Knox. And you've got a smoot right there. I can't remember the twin. Which one is it? Caden has really stepped up right there at the end of the first half, and he's over here taking practice snaps, and he looks like he's ready. He's looking up here at us.
Yeah. He's a gamer.
I like it. You can look at him. Y'all can. I know y'all can't see him, but he's got the determination and the drive on his face right here. He looks like he's ready for the moment.
Well, it's going to be big here in the second half as we get ready to kick off, and Kane Thomas will deliver the kick. A short kick, fair catch called for and made at the 41. So that's where they'll set up. Credit Lowndes. That time the return man made the call for the fair catch, and he was able to field it cleanly. That was big right there for them as they get great field position starting at along their own 41-yard line.
We talked about it at halftime. If you're going to fair catch that, kick it hard as you can, kick it out of bounds. They're going to get the same field position. Give that ball a chance to run around on the football field.
Well, here they come to the line of scrimmage with twin receivers to the near and the far. They load up the shotgun. They give it off. Well, actually, the quarterback keeps again down that sideline and is knocked out of bounds at along the 45-yard line. Man, they do a great job with ball fake.
Yes, they do.
I really thought that time number 22, Reed, had the ball.
Yeah, Johnson has been, I think he fooled everybody on the stadium. So I don't feel as bad because every eye over here was looking at 22. We don't have a really good angle, so it's hard to see where the football is, but they're doing a good job on hiding it.
Well, on a second down, call it around 5 yards to go. This time he keeps it himself, turns back inside, no room, and down he goes.
Great play right there.
23 that time. Jake Burton made a huge play along with several Rebels defensively.
He pulled it right there. Trent Potts, Trent Dodge, and did their job. They sealed that edge where he couldn't get to the outside. He turned right into our interior linemen and our linebackers right there. He had nowhere to go.
Thought he had a pretty good spot that time as they spotted it along the 47-yard line.
Wow.
But
he must have stretched it at the end right there. I didn't see that.
Going to bring it up, bring up a third down and about 4.5 to go on the opening drive of the second half. Lowndes trailing Chambers Academy 14-10. Shotgun mode. This time they give it off to the trailing back, and down it goes.
Jake Burton, that away, baby. Get through the line. Penetration. He had no time to take a step right there. We blitzed our linebacker right down the A-gap. The center had to take him, and when he took him, he committed to him. He left Jake Burton right there wide open on the edge to make the tackle.
And it appears Lowndes will go into punt formation. We talked about this opening series of the second half and how critical it could be. And Malik Lyons will stand at along his 20-yard line. The punter will stand at along his 35-yard line. He puts his, we nearly get it. He gets it away, and it goes out of bounds.
What a flop. He never even touched him. Look at this.
The punter is acting as if he's torn his anterior cruciate ligament. Or
you know, if he's on the ground and hurt, it's because when he come down, when he punted it, he could have twisted it when he went down.
I don't think he's hurt at all.
You know, it kind of looked like the other football play to me. You know, it looked like a little soccer play. I don't think he realized he was as far away from him as he thought he was a little closer.
Here we go with twins to the far side. Shotgun formation. Lyons will call his own number, run this side. He's got room. Look out. Lyons.
Look at there. Stiff arm.
45, 50, 45, 40. Cuts back inside. Down to the 31-yard line. Malik Lyons, the senior, calling his own name, and down to the 31.
What a play right there by that senior. We talked about him coming out on fire. You got to ride that horse all the way to the end. He needs to carry the football right here. Even though he's a quarterback, he needs to carry it at least 10 times in here in the second half.
Twin receivers far side. Single receiver to the near side is Kane Thomas. Load up the shotgun. Good snap. Here's Lyons up the center of the field. Now cuts outside. Back inside. Down to along the 26-yard line and down he'll go. But a pretty good gain by Malik Lyons.
Brendan Reed right there. He made a crucial stop right there from the safety position. But I'm definitely okay with safeties making the plays for them, because if the safeties are having to come down, crash down, and make a play, you're doing a good job up on the offensive front.
So here the Rebels come up to the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 27-yard line. Going to call it second down and about 4 yards to go. Lions in the shotgun formation. He'll take the snap. He'll turn it inside off that right side, and he'll pound in there for a yard or two. Going to be short of the first down yardage.
It looks like he did end up. Did he give it to him? It's close. They may measure this.
Ball spotted down at along the 23-yard line of Lowndes.
It's like they're going. Wait. He is very indecisive on marking that football.
A long look, and now they're going to call for a measurement.
Looked like to me the ref right there couldn't see where the lineman had it placed with his foot, and I could understand that. Being a crucial play that close, you don't want to not be right, and so he called for him to get a little closer to him, and they kind of met and put the football down on the left hash mark. We're going to see how close this is right here.
Here we go with a measurement, and they say that Chambers County is about 6 inches short on a third down now from along the 23-yard line of Lowndes. Chambers Academy leads 14-10 with 9:20 remaining here in the third quarter of play.
He's putting the beef in there.
Going heavy?
It looks like he's going heavy. John Tavius is checked back in. Hayden Harris is checked back in right here, and number 30 Keebler, he's back in. We're gonna see some power football right here.
Lions to the left and Flournoy to the right, and it looks like Malik will go under center on a third down play and about 6 inches to go. He'll give it off to Flournoy. He tucks that ball away and pounds inside the 19-yard line.
Yes, sir. He looked like he had a little chip on his shoulder with that run right there. Last time he run the football, he gave it up. He did what good seniors do. He cut out, and he was a motor grader running down through there. He was going to make sure he's got the first down.
Under center is Lyons on a first down play. He'll give it off to Malik Lyons outside. Look out. Malik Lyons cuts back inside. Malik Lyons down inside the 10 to along the 6-7 yard line. Malik Lyons, that time, big carry.
Yeah, off tackle, right side tackle. They felt like that they had the edge coming in on that right side tackle, and they're exploiting that weakness of Lowndes.
First down and goal for the Rebels. This time, let's see what Lions on the carry again. Minimal gain, maybe a yard, maybe two.
That was his younger brother, CJ, right there. They love that play when they get close. They love running. What we got right here?
Well, I got a Rebel down. We'll see who it is. Looks like
Brock Ennis.
Yeah, looks like
Got
Brock
his helmet
Ennis.
off.
He'll have to come off the field for at least one play. Suffered that real tough injury down at South Montgomery Academy earlier this year and sidelined him for several games. But he looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, Coach told us that that injury is not going to heal quick. So he has been playing since South Montgomery with the pain, and right there it looked like it just got to him a little too much.
Ball at the 4-yard line of Lowndes. Rebels lead 14-10. Oh, to stick one in right here. We load up in the wing tee. Lyons calls his own number. Cuts inside, down to the goal line. He's in.
What a play by the senior. He made 4 men miss. The end right there had him stopped. He cut left back. The linebacker tried to get him. He spun off of him and just ran straight through the end zone. Looked like he was dedicated. He was not going to be stopped right there.
Great run by the senior that time, a nose for the football, and he for the end zone rather, and he found the end zone, just got in, and so it's 20-10 with 8:30 remaining here in the third quarter. And the deputy, can he deliver again? The 8th grade kicker, Peyton Allen. Snap, kick, up, good. Timeout on the field. 8:30 remaining here in the third quarter, 21-10, and Chambers Academy has the lead. We'll come back right after the break.
Woody Harmon and his staff at Harmon Engineering are longtime supporters of Chambers Academy. The 2016 season has been outstanding. That's why Harmon Engineering takes the opportunity to salute the Chambers Academy Rebels in their quest for continued success. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke Range.
Well, here we are. Nice drive, good stop. Defensively, as we came out in the second half of play, we talked about it. We wanted to stop. We got the stop. And then we drove the ball down the field for a nice touchdown from the senior Malik Lyons.
You know, we talked about you want to take 2 or 3 possessions from them in the second half. If you can get a big stop right here, it wouldn't surprise me if it's 4th and close. They're going to go for it right here.
Little kick down the center of the field, hits the ground and fielded by Lowndes, number 7, Johnson. Running to his left, and he is
John Tavius.
Thrown to the ground right along the 34-yard line.
You know, we've been talking about arm tackling all night. Uh-oh, he's down. Looks like Johnson is down. John Tavius, you know, we talked about not tackling high. He tackled him high, but one thing about John Tavius that's a lot different from others, he is really upper body strong and hand strong, and when he got his claws on him, it was done.
Yeah, he flung him to the ground, and the quarterback, that time on the return from the kickoff of Kane Thomas, is injured on the play. And coaches standing over and trainers trying to determine exactly the extent of the situation. A quality football player.
Yes, it is. You know, that could – last game they had a big blow of somebody getting ejected. And right here, their quarterback, if he goes down and can't stay in this football game, you know, that is a huge blow for their championship hopes.
Yeah, it takes a big toll on that offense. He and his tailback, Brandon Reed, you know, for the most part in the first half of play, they were the big keys in terms of offensive success. We saw as he makes his way to the far sideline under his own power, looks like hopefully he's going to be okay, that Reed would take direct snaps. We saw that at the end of the first half.
Yeah.
So I would suspect that we'll see a big dose of that perhaps here as long as Johnson is out of the game. So 1st and 10 for Lowndes. Chambers Academy leading 21-10 with 8:24 remaining in the third quarter of play here from Torbert Field in Lafayette. Winner advances to the state championship. And Chambers with an undefeated season so far. Number 4, Mason McCurdy will check into the ball game. It appears that he may, and indeed he will take the snap, lining up in the shotgun formation. Trips to the near side with a man in motion. He'll give it off to number 22, Reed, who is met along the line of scrimmage, and Dalton Thrower was one of the first that time to get there.
I'm glad to see him step it up in the second half. He did not have a first good half. I'm excited to see the senior get over there and show his explosiveness and get him to the ground quickly.
Second down, we'll call it right around 8 to go. Lowndes to the line, twin receivers to the far side. Well, twins to the near side, and the shotgun formation is McCurdy. He will give it off to number 22 running this side. We've got him hemmed up, and down he goes.
A sea of blue right there. Wow, what a play right there. Dalton Thrower not Dalton Thrower. Trent Potts did his job by holding containment to the outside. You do what you're supposed to do. You turn him back in there, and Dalton Thrower made one heck of a play again. The senior is really stepping up right here in the second half.
Good to see number 2, Hayden Thompson, back in there, too.
Yes,
He's
sir.
been injured a little bit, and Hayden's always around the football. Here they come to the line of scrimmage with a third down play for Lowndes, taking a lot of time this time. Big third down here in this ball game. And Johnson's back at quarterback. A little double reverse.
He's wide open.
He's wanting to throw a pass. He's got number 7 open. That's Johnson who picks up the first down.
I'll take that all day. Number 2, Brian Rayburn, was wide open. He was pretty much waving his arms. He was so wide open. And
behind everybody.
And the reverse back did not see him wide open. He's going back to his guy right now saying that I was wide open. I'll take that all day right there in that position.
Big first down pickup, though, for Lowndes inside Chambers territory at the 48. New set of downs. Johnson's back at quarterback after the injury. He's back, got plenty of time, throws a deep pass, and it could be tipped away.
Good job by Kane stretching out and making sure that there was no chance for a wide receiver to catch that. It's kind of mixed up on my words because Kane went down awkwardly and getting up, holding his back. He went down when he got his hand up in the air. It looked like to me he could have stretched his body back and he fell in an awkward position.
It was a floater, and he threw into coverage for Chambers Academy. I really thought we had a good chance at an interception, but it was knocked away. Going to bring up a second down and 10 from the 48-yard line of Lowndes, trailing Chambers 21-10, 6:32 remaining in the third quarter. In the shotgun is Johnson. He'll toss it to number 22, Reed, going to his left. And he will be brought down. Number 1, Kane Thomas, made the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of about a yard or two.
You know, he was holding his back all the way up till that play was called, and he did what all great players do. Even though he's in pain, he went out there and made the play.
Good job that time by number 1, the senior, Kane Thomas. He's a gamer. Gillespie checks into the game, and it looks like that Trent Dodgen will check out, and we're going with speed on this defensive end position now.
I like it. On the wide side of the football field, he's putting his speed on the edge. So what he's doing, he's countering that chest move. He's moving his pawns around and showing that he's making great adjustments.
They stack him here to the near side on a third down play. Plenty of time for Johnson. Fires a pass.
Whoa! In and out of the hands. He has caught that all year. Trent Potts. Oh, it hit him right in the number.
Yep, hit him right on that 5.
I think what happened right there, he did what we all did with him. I was looking ahead. I think we were all looking ahead right there. Just because he makes that play, and I think right there he was looking ahead too. He pulled his head at the last minute, and he saw green grass.
They're punting. Are you surprised? It is fourth down and about 12 from midfield.
Coach, you got to play safe right here. Yep, he started looking.
And it will go out of bounds, and it will be great field position for, come on.
Whoa.
All right,
yeah. We were kind of looking around because the referee went way past the point of that football went out. And what he was trying to do, he was trying to get his alignment right with that other official. He's trying to get the perfect angle. What happens is the official marks his arm out to where he saw the football go out, and he's got to get directly lined up with it. And that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
We were questioning it, though.
Yeah, I was about to drop a bomb on him. Yeah, because we knew it went out. It goes out. They say it along the 32. Chambers Academy has it at their own 32 with a 1st and 10 operating from our right to left. Malik Lyons
Good
calls his
block by
own number.
Smoot.
There he is, Malik Lyons.
Look at
Uh-oh, look out. Malik Lyons, don't ever give up. Makes about 4 or 5 defenders miss.
That will definitely go on the highlight film right there. A defender had him by his arm. I'm talking about literally grabbed his arm to slow him down from breaking it away. Malik pushes him off, sees the defender coming, back steps, counters to the right. Another defender hits him. He sheds him, and about 2 or 3 more hit him. Wow, what a play by Malik Lyons.
All the way down to their 33-yard line. Huge gain for Malik Lyons. He'll call his own number again, Malik Lyons, and he will pound his way down to the 24-yard line of Lowndes. Big pickup again right there, and we're winning the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, we were worried about Smoot coming in and being a freshman center in the semifinals of the game. You know, was he going to step up? And he has made 2 huge blocks, crack blocks, in crucial times that is keyed Malik forward. What a play.
That time, Brock Ennis checked out, being aided to the sideline, and second time he's had to come off tonight. Here we go with a 2nd down and about 1 at along the 25-yard line of Lowndes. Lyons takes the snap, turns it upfield. He'll pick up the 1st down, and he is finally wrestled out of bounds at along the 20-yard line. Good pickup that time.
You know, one play we haven't saw yet, and I'm curious to see when Gillespie checks in. You know, right here, 1st down. I know you got momentum and you knock them out, but they're committing 10 to 11 players on the line of scrimmage right here. You run a little play action, you run him out in the flats. You saw it last week. Or post route to Gillespie paid off. We're just curious to see when Coach Allen's going to pull that card out.
Kane Thomas comes wide to the near side, and then you have number 16 in Hunter Davis, along with number 10, Dalton Thrower, wide right. Lyons shotgun, calls his own number, dances, and will dip and dart and make his way for a pickup, a minimal pickup, but boy, there was nothing there. But he just made something out of nothing. He didn't have chicken, but he made chicken salad.
You know, we don't call him slippery for no reason. Coach Allen has stressed time after time after time that he is, when he's running the football, somehow, some way, he's always been just slippery. You can get your hands on him, but you ain't going to get him down while one defender trying to get him.
At the 16-yard line, let's call it 2nd down. And about 6-7 to go. Lyons takes the snap, turns straight up the field. Look out, he's gone. Malik Lyons, touchdown.
Zone read right there. He had C.J. Lyons coming across the field. He took it, the end cracked down. Caden Smoot made one heck of a block right down in the A-gap. He went right off his butt straight into the end zone.
Yeah, little fella's growing up tonight.
Look at him. Coach went out there and gave him a big fist pump and a high five. He is really stepping up right now. Look at all his teammates on the sideline. I tell you what, on this drive, Caden Smoot has really stepped his game up. He looks like a seasoned veteran out there.
Kick is good, and so with that, a 28-10 lead right here in the 3rd quarter with 3:11 remaining in the 3rd. We'll take a break. Chambers Academy in command here in the 3rd quarter. More coverage right after this.
Well, folks, did you know that at Newman's Farm Supply, located right across from the Chambers County Courthouse in Lafayette, they buy, sell, and trade guns every day. You'll find pistols by Browning, Springfield, Smith & Wesson, Glock, and they have the AR-15s, plus all your ammo, deer feeders, shooting tables, ladder stands, deer cane, molasses, apple corn, and a complete Neutrina lineup with Safe Choice, Proforce, Stock and Stable, Loyal, and River Run Food. Check them out today. You're sure to like the family-owned and operated business, my friends John and Mandy Newman and the entire staff at Newman's Farm Supply, across from the Chambers County Courthouse in Lafayette. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Well, here at Torbert Field, home of the Rebels, the undefeated Rebels with a 28-10 lead, 3:11 remaining in the third quarter. Kane Thomas, end-over-end kick, fielded by Johnson. He'll give it off to number 22 up the middle of the field, and we do a pretty good job that time. Number 22, Brandon Reed on the return, brought down at along the 39-yard line. But, hey, need another stop, need a turnover.
You know, last game when we played them, we went up. We went 3 straight scores in, and then he come back and ran one back. And right there, I was just hoping and praying that we didn't let that happen again.
Well, here they come to the line of scrimmage, trailing Chambers Academy, 28-10, 3:08 remaining in the third quarter of play. Johnson will load up that shotgun. He will deal it off to number 22 off that right side, and we hit him, and down he goes. A host of Rebel defenders right there.
You know, Hayden Thompson, we're finally calling his name, and it seems like, you know, I hate going back to the last game, but in the second half, Hayden Thompson showed up. You called his name 20 times, I bet you.
Hayden Thompson, the deuce, making the big stick right there. This time the double deuce on the carry for Lowndes off that left side, and we gang tackle.
Yes, sir.
Gang tackling off that left side, a sea of blue, bringing him down for a loss.
One thing we noticed in the first half, Trent Potts and Dalton Thrower was running up there to 22 Reed and just kind of hesitant of hitting him. And right now, I saw that play right there. Dalton has been playing lights out, and even Trent right there made a huge play and met him and hit him.
Matt Smith, the defensive coordinator, dials up speed. He brings Gillespie in at that defensive end position. Dodgen checks out. Third down and long. Let's see what happens. Shotgun formation.
Look at that.
Johnson being pressured. Fires a pass. Incomplete.
Yep. You know, they had a screen call right there. We had it covered. When you put so much speed right there with Gillespie on the edge, he had no chance for that screen to come about because Gillespie's so fast off that edge, he couldn't even see his intended target.
Well, Malik Lyons, the elusive one, will drop into punt return at along his own 20-yard line. And Lowndes, and they punt it away. And this time, again, it'll go down that far sideline, and it will hit and take a Lowndes roll down to the 16-yard line. That's where Chambers Academy will set up shop, first down and 10.
You know, he kind of looked at that one. I think he was thinking that he was going to kick it out of bounds, and it did look like it was going out of bounds at first, and then it took a right and just ran down the football field another 20 yards.
Well, let's see what the old ball coach dials up. 28-10, a minute 48 remaining right now. Pick up first downs and keep the ball away. Anything else in terms of a touchdown is a big bonus, but a time-consuming drive is what we'd love to see.
Yes, I want to take it all the way to the fourth quarter right here if we can and then get some.
Lyons calls his own number, bounces outside and hit and goes down. Minimal gain, maybe a yard or two, but they defend it well that time.
Yep.
They're setting it up, though, Chris.
Yes, it was there. It was there, and I know Coach saw it. If he hands that football right there to C.J. Lyons, C.J. had the edge. They are really keen in on Malik right now. I'm curious to see if Malik and the coaching staff saw what we saw.
Keep your eye on number 24. Let's see what happens here on a second down play. Lyons in the shotgun. He'll take it himself this time again to the near sideline. Turns it upfield, 30, 35, 40.
What a mate.
Oh!
Wow, what a move.
He is 88 and out the gate.
Wow. What he has done that time after time after time this year. He got on the edge, and he had a safety in a corner in his face, and he planted left, and they committed left, and he cut back right, and he looked like a point guard right there. He looked like Allen Iverson. He broke their ankles and was gone.
Woody Harmon, a moment ago, he was telling me, he was like, Malik is such a smart player, and he indeed is. He's very heady. and he just made a great plant, cut back in, and you knew when he hit the 50-yard line, nobody was going to catch him here tonight, and he reeled off a huge touchdown run. Well, here he is, Chris.
Deputy Cox back. Oh,
Yeah,
shoots a blank.
Yeah, just off to the right. The point after is no good, but it's 34-10 with a minute remaining in the third quarter. Doesn't take long when you've got a senior like Malik Lyons. Anytime he touches the football, he is a threat to score from anywhere on the field. Let's take a break. Chambers Academy in command, 34-10. We'll be back right after this.
Chris Potts Logging is a proud supporter of Chambers Academy. The 2016 season has truly been special. On and off the field, Chris Potts encourages the Rebels to strive for greatness. Best of luck to the Chambers Academy Rebels from Chris Potts Logging. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLR 102.3 FM on Ocean Range.
Good to have Heston Yates here in the booth here tonight. He and I were talking during the break, and he said it reminded him of himself last year at Thanksgiving. He said he was looking at the turkey, and he spotted the ham out of the corner of his eye, and he made that boat to the ham. And ever elusive. Got to keep your eye on him at the table. There's a nice kick this time that Reed will field at the 30-yard line. 35. We got him all hemmed up, and down he'll go at along the 36, 37-yard line.
You know, with a kid like that, you don't want to over pursue. And I saw a lot of Rebels kind of put the brakes on right there and did not overcommit and let him get to the second level. And a host of Rebels made the tackle.
Well, I see number 74 in the football game.
Yes.
Dijon Darden, and you can just about mark it down. Number 74 is going to be around the football real quick.
You know, the last 3 weeks, he come out the gate first play, made a big play. Let's see what he does.
First down and 10 for Lowndes at along their own 37-yard line. They hand it off to 22. He's got lots of room. I don't think we're going to catch him. If anybody can, it might be Kane Thomas or Malik, and Malik caught him just inside the 5-yard line.
He took the football from him, but I think he had a knee on the ground. He just ripped the football from him last second.
That time off that side, big opening for number 22, that talented running back, Brandon Reed, and that's not what we wanted to happen.
No, Dijon Darden, you know, we were just calling his number. They went off tackle right at him. He got blowed out, and it looks like he's back on the sideline. They're putting Jake Burton in.
They load up the shotgun inside the 5-yard line. Lowndes has the ball at the Chambers 4. They'll give it off to 22 again. This time he muscles his way into the end zone, they say, off that left side. And so Lowndes will not go away just yet.
That's what they needed. They had to score early and quick.
34-16 now with 39 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And just like that, Lowndes is, trying to make a run. As we await the point after. And it looks like they're going to line up, Chris, and go for two.
Yep.
Shotgun formation. Pass is intercepted.
Just got to get down right there. Get down. Don't even try nothing crazy.
Yep, they decided to go for two. The shotgun snap.
Keebler.
Yeah, Keebler grabbed it, didn't he?
That might be the first catch of his life. I don't think they've ever thrown the football to him on offense. He's kind of a fullback, power back. I almost could see his eyes from here. He looked like an outfielder calling, I got it.
That's right. That's right.
Go ahead.
39 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Now it's 34-16, and Lowndes will kick off. Now, too early for an onside kick?
Nope. You got to go for it. You got to go for it. You know, we really need to. We scored quick right there, but they countered right there with us.
About 20 seconds?
With how good that we've come off the football, and we've had great field position every time. And I'm curious to see what they're going to do. They put Gillespie back.
Little short kick. It hits and rolls, and Dalton Thrower reels it in. Thrower at along the 37-yard line.
It got the hop you want.
Yeah, that's the kind of hop you want to have a chance, but fortunately, the senior for our Chambers Academy reeled it in, and so we set up with a 1st and 10 and along the 37. 36 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play, and Chambers leads 34-16.
I thought there's a little bit of confusion in what set is supposed to be out on the football field. Looks like Coach is going to go heavy. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to go heavy the rest of the way right now until they stop it.
The Rebels a win away from the state championship game a week from today. We'll tell you about that later. First things first, this time C.J. Lyons darts and dances, and not a good choice that time as he is wrapped up for a big 5-6 yard loss behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing was there. He tried to cut to the far sideline, and when he did, they just wrapped him up.
Yeah, Chase Little had backside containment, and C.J. kind of just took a hesitant step, tried to cut back to the right. He had nowhere to go. Sometimes you could tell he's a sophomore. Sometimes you just want to just take a little bit of a loss other than a lot of loss. And right there he was going to try to cut back, and he took a lot of loss.
That will wrap up the third quarter of play. It's in the books. 34-10 as we come back for quarter number 4. It'll be a second down and about 15 to go for Chambers. They lead 34-16 when we come back for the fourth quarter right after this.
Aveda Concept Salon Spa, located at Veterans Memorial Parkway in Lafayette, salutes the Chambers Academy Rebels. Open since 1987. Train professionals that get continuing education in the latest styles and techniques. A relaxing and friendly environment. Haircuts, colors, waxings, manicures, pedicures, facials, and body treatments. Call for an appointment. 334-864-9989. The main event.
Attention. Are you in need of a little extra cash? Would you like to have a little folding money to walk around with? Well, you need to hurry to Allen Scrap. My friends at Allen Scrap are paying top dollar on junk cars and scrap. It's easy. Take your scrap to Allen Scrap and cash in. That's Allen Scrap, County Road 164 between 5 Points and Lafayette. Phone 334-757-9096. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Well, the fourth quarter about to start here at Torbert Field in Lafayette, Alabama. And the Chambers Academy Rebels lead 34-16. Facing a second down and about 15 yards to go after the big loss a moment ago from along their own 33-yard line. Malik Lyons in the shotgun. Man in motion. He'll take the snap. He'll turn this way. 35,
Open
40.
field.
Look out.
Holding call.
Yep.
It was on Brock Ennis. He's already wobbling out there. He's on one leg. He's doing what great seniors do. You're on the football field. He kind of had a half step. The defender had a half step on him, and he went after him, and it was a holding call. He nipped his jersey.
Well, instead of a big gain by Malik Lyons, going to bring up about a second down and 15. 25, rather.
And, Brock walked over to Coach, and he looked at him, and he said, "That's on me." So that's what you want to see right there when a kid don't say, "Oh, I didn't hold." He comes out over there to Coach and says, "That's on me."
Yeah, he took ownership.
Yep.
Surely did. And here they come with a second down and awful long. Trips to the left. Lions in the shotgun, and looks like CA is going to call a timeout.
Yep. We've been talking about that set with Gillespie coming in. And Gillespie come in right there as a slot receiver. I'm just curious if he was about to pull the trigger on the big play.
Let's take a quick timeout. 11:32 remaining in the game. 34-16. Chambers Academy. We'll be back.
Farmers and Merchants Bank is proud to support all the area teams. They sincerely appreciate their generations of customers. For all your banking needs, visit the staff at Farmers and Merchants Bank. And from the entire staff, good luck, Rebels. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Welcome back. 11:32 remaining. A big thank you to Thomas. Thomas does a great job. Glad he's with us tonight, and hope he's with us next Friday down in Troy. And does an outstanding job for us and keeping us in line. Malik Lyons, the snap, he'll turn this way, and he'll be hit. Goes back across the field, cuts inside.
3 defenders, 4 defenders, 5 defenders, 6.
Finally, finally brought down at the 37-yard line.
He made 6 defenders miss, all in about a span of 5 yards.
It's unbelievable.
Wow.
What a dynamic player. What a great asset to this program Malik Lyons has been, the senior. Just an elite athlete.
Yes.
Takes the snap here.
Oh, they did not call it.
Yep, looked like we had him offsides, but back in the shotgun is Malik on a 3rd down play. He'll take the direct snap, comes this way.
Oh, he's got
a
the
block
edge.
this time down the sideline, and not sure about that spot, but they say he went out at the 45-yard line.
I know we talked about it last broadcast, but there was another Jersey tackle. His jersey by the end of the year, they're going to have to order another 7 jersey because his went from a medium to a double X.
Well, it'll be interesting to see.
He's going for it.
Yeah. My guess is, if I'm guessing on defense, I'm looking for number 7 somewhere.
You got fresh legs back there with John Tavius, and this is his moment.
It's 4th down and short. This time they give it to him, and he stopped short. He didn't get it.
No.
He stopped at the 46-yard line that time, and it breathes new life for Lowndes.
I don't know about that play call. He it looks like it's going to be a little short.
Yeah,
he kind of went off right tackle, and John Tavius is, to me, all year John Tavius is running best on left tackle or left guard right off their hip, and he went to the right, and he cut kind of outside the tight end and tried to break to the outside, and it just did not work.
They stretch it out. He's a football length short, and so Lowndes has great field position, new life, 10:36 remaining in the ball game, and they've got the ball at the 46-yard line of Chambers Academy. So
you don't give them no hope.
Everything changed on one play. We were a 1st down away from really being in business, but
with 10 minutes on the clock, though, your defense is playing lights out. I punt the football. I pin them.
Twin receivers to the near side and to the far side. Johnson, the talented quarterback in shotgun formation, and his running back, Brandon Reed, behind him. He'll keep it himself. He'll roll to his right, fires a pass, got a man, incomplete.
I know they're not. Look, coaches are on the sideline screaming. He had 3 linemen 10 yards down the football field again right there. You got to call that. Coach Allen's making sure that ref right there is well aware of what just happened because they've done it numerous of times tonight. That run-pass option offense, that lineman don't know if he's blocking downfield for the runner or, he don't know what's going on. And sometimes they get caught up downfield, and this happened numerous of times during this game.
2nd down and 10 from the 46 of Chambers. Chambers leads 34-16, 10:30 remaining in the ball game. And they'll spread it out with Lyman to the near side, and receivers all scattered about, and 22 under center now, actually in the shotgun, fires a pass.
Oh.
Incomplete. Number 5 that time, Trent Potts, he may have gotten a paw on it.
He did. It was one of those gimmick plays. Our defense, our defensive backs right there were pointing at each player saying, hey, I got him, I got him, I got him. That was great communication by our secondary right there to know where everybody was, and when he had a little out route, and it was very well defended. Here we go with the speed again.
So Gillespie checks in, Dodgen checks out. Also, number 23 checks out, Jake Burton. You're right. You could go with a speed package here on a 3rd down and long play. Going to call it 3rd down and about, well, actually 10 yards to go. 3rd and 10. Johnson gives it off, or actually keeps it himself again, and he will fight his way for the 1st down inside the 25-yard line.
Gillespie sitting on the ground right now in disbelief. Again, everybody in the stadium thought that Reed had the football. He done one heck of a pull. Last second, he had it in his belly to the very, very last second. He pulled it, and everybody, even on the football field, thought that Reed had the football.
New set of downs down to the 35. I said just inside the 35-yard line of Chambers Academy.
He pulls it.
Quarterback keep this time straight up the middle, and he will he'll make his way down to the 20-yard line.
You know, probably the best thing that happened is Brock Ennis destroyed Reed. He did not have the football in his hand. It was a good read by the quarterback, but he actually paid for that. And we're going to see he kind of rung Reed's bell. Let's see what happens right here if he does get a touch, if he's 100%.
Well, a 1st down to the 20-yard line of Chambers Academy, and Johnson loads up the shotgun, trip receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side, looking, lots of time, fires a pass into the end zone, and knocked away.
Braxton Allen on the big paw right there. It looked like there for a second that number 2, Brian Rayburn, was wide open, and looked like last second with Braxton's speed, the ball kind of hung in the air, and he had plenty of time to get there and defend the football.
34-16, Chambers leads, 9:30 remaining in the game. Ball at the 20-yard line of Chambers Academy. Lowndes to the line of scrimmage. They'll send 2 receivers to the far side and 2 to the near side. Man in motion. Johnson, this time he will give it off, and we stop it along the line of scrimmage. That time, number 22, Brandon Reed, his go-to back, saw the sledding sort of tough right there along the line of scrimmage. Good job defensively.
Yeah, right there. Jake Burton made a huge play. One thing he did, what we've been stressing all night, he hit him in his legs, and if you ain't got no legs, you can't go nowhere. It's just simple as that.
There you go. Let's call it 3rd down and 8 to go at the 18-yard line of Chambers Academy. Lowndes taking a little longer this time in terms of deciding what they'll go with here.
It's a crucial play. Big 3rd down.
Stack the receivers to the right side, and Johnson in the shotgun. He'll toss it to 22, who fires a pass, and it's intercepted. Uh-oh. Look out. There's Malik Lyons on the interception return, and he's brought down at the 19-yard line.
Malik baited him the whole time. He was sitting there waiting. And when he put the football in the air, he broke on the football and made one heck of a football play. Went up, went over his head, kind of jumped in the air, pulled it down, high pointed it, and he come down. It was off to the races.
Well, a big turnover right there. Malik Lyons, the senior, comes up with a big interception, and Rebels set up shop. They mark him down. They say his knee was down at the 21-yard line. Chambers at their own 21 with a 1st and 10, leading 34-16. 8:32 remaining in the game. They give it off this time to C.J. Lyons, running this way. Lyons trying to get those shoulders square. Look out. 30, 35, down to the 40-yard line.
You know, right there, you want to get to the edge. He had one defender to beat. He stiff-armed him, and he turned the corner, and the safety from the other side of the football field had to get an angle on him. If he didn't have that angle, he was gone.
8:18, 8:17, clock on the move. Chambers Academy fans watching that clock. Chambers Academy leading 34-16, 8 minutes and change away from going to the state championship in Troy. And here they come to the line of scrimmage. Lyons under center this time. He will turn, give it off to Flournoy. Look out. Big pickup that time, 4 or 5 yards. Clock keeps moving. Nice run.
I'll take 4 or 5 yards at a time.
45-yard line is the spot. Chambers Academy on their side of the 50. Clock on the move, 7:37 and counting here at Torbert Field in Lafayette, Alabama. Chambers Academy unbeaten, looking to advance to the state title game, which would be in Troy at noon next Friday.
Yep.
And here they come. The senior under center. Second down and 5. He'll call his own number, roll to his left. Going to pick up 3, 4, 5, 10 yards, 15 yards, 20.
Got the edge.
Down the sideline. Malik Lyons all the way down to the 18-yard line. That time, a huge, huge pickup for the senior Malik Lyons.
Speed kills. Once he got to the edge, it kind of looks like he turns another gear on. It's like he hits the nitrous button, and the best player in AISA made a great play that just got called back on a holding call.
Yeah, on that far sideline over there. And nullifies what would have been a big dagger.
Yep.
Second, and we'll call it about 4 yards to go. Clock on the move, 6:57 and counting here in the ball game. 34-16, Chambers Academy. Rebels up to the line in no particular hurry right now. Lyons under center. He will turn. He'll deal it off to CJ, running this way. Lyons gets those shoulders square. 40, 35, 30. Down the sideline he goes to the 18-yard line.
What a great run by CJ. He could have easily went out of bounds. It looked like there for a second he was going to step out, and he planted right, cut back left, and ran straight into the defender and picked him up another 5 yards. That's what you like to see right there.
Nice pickup, stayed in bounds. They'll run the clock with 6:31. We've got the ball down at their 18-yard line. Lyons under center. He'll deal it off to CJ again, and CJ will be met immediately this time and brought down along the line of scrimmage. Good job defensively for Lowndes right there.
I almost said before the start of this series, you got fresh legs pretty much with CJ back there and with John Tavius. I know that I would say Malik has probably had over 100 yards called back on holding calls tonight. Well over.
Yeah, about $150 called back on holding.
So, he's tired. He's ran the football a lot. And you got the other team over there wobbling, holding their hands on their hips, tired. Give it to some fresh legs.
Well, let's see. Matthew Keebler this time gets his first carry of the game, and he will pound his way for a touchdown.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There's your exclamation point right there. That one should send them to the state championship.
Second year in a row. Good to great is the motto. And to me, this team is peaking right now. We had a few missed plays in the first half, and we're kind of worried, even though up at halftime. But this team has done what it's done all year. Step up in the second half and make plays, and that's what they've done tonight when they needed to.
Keebler was not going to be denied. 40-16 is your score. The point after coming from Peyton Allen. Snap, placement, kick up, and it is good. So, with timeout on the field, 5:26 remaining in the ball game. Your Chambers Academy Rebels lead Lowndes here tonight, 41-16. We'll be back with more right after this break.
Novelli Ennis Company offers accounting, tax, payroll, and audit services. They opened for business in 1950. Now they take this time to salute the Chambers Academy Rebels on winning the region championship. And best of luck in the state playoffs. Novelli Ennis and Company CPAs, located at 501 First Street, Lynette. Phone 334-642-2918.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
41-16 here with 5 minutes and 26 seconds remaining at Torbert Field. Chambers getting set to kick off. If you are familiar with the venue, as you look at your radio from left to right, is the way we kick it. And Kane Thomas, the senior, puts his foot into it. A short end-over-end kick, fielded at the 30 to the 35, and down he'll go. Good coverage that time by Chambers Academy. Rayburn on the return.
Trey McClellan, he's done one heck of a job, too, on special teams this year. He don't get a lot of playing time. Really fast kid, him, Hunter Davis, and the number 14, Jordan Gillespie, have really made their presence known on the special teams effort this year. Lowndes
has to have something magical real quickly. There was a whistle to start the play, I suppose, and the play is disrupted by a sea of defenders by Chambers Academy along the line of scrimmage. Maybe picked up a yard that time on the carry, going to bring up 2nd down and 9. But most importantly, Chris, that clock runs with 5 minutes and change.
Yeah.
Now under 5 minutes here in the ball game.
I'm glad to see Jake Burton stepping up right here. He's made numerous of big tackles this year, 6'4", 240. A lot of size right there in the middle.
Shotgun mode for Johnson. He drops back, got time, looking. Now fires a pass into the flats on the far side, 22. Hit behind the line of scrimmage, and down he'll go for a loss.
Right now, you're taking their will from them. You can tell this defense is flying around the football like they're supposed to, and they're taking the will of Lowndes right now. Plays that he made in the first half right there, he ain't making those plays. And one thing that you got to credit, they're defensively gang tackling other than trying to make one arm tackle. You're seeing a lot more people around the football.
3rd down and 14 for Lowndes. Johnson drops back, being pressured this time, and he eludes a defender, now fires a pass down the sideline. Got a man.
Oh, what a
incomplete.
What do they call
poly lineman downfield?
I'm sure, but right there, Hayden Thompson made a huge play. The ball was actually in the receiver's hands. He high-pointed the football. When he was coming down, he had his arm right there in the middle of his arm, so when he went to come down with the football, it had to go through Hayden's arm, and it just popped right out.
Yeah, they had lineman downfield. Chambers declines the penalty. Going to set up a 4th down play, and it looks as if Lowndes will punt it away, trailing 41-16. There's your white flag.
Yep.
As the punter stands along number 7, Johnson, and along his 20, Lyons back at the 36-yard line awaits the punt from Lowndes. I just don't return here, Chris. I just don't return. I don't take the chance. And we won't get a chance. It goes out of bounds.
Yeah, when you got an athlete back there like Malik, you probably ain't going to see the football kicked to him no more this year between Lowndes and Marengo. We're thinking Marengo. They've got to play Abbeville tonight. Abbeville, if they play a complete game, they got a chance against Marengo. I haven't got any updates on the scores yet, but I'm curious to see what their score is on the other side of the bracket.
Ball at midfield, and Chambers with 3:53 remaining in the game, leading 41-16, looking to pick up a 1st down or 2 and
put it away.
Yeah, put this one away. Lyons checks back in. He'll be under center again. And the fans and the players are starting to feel it, Chris.
Yep, you can kind of just feel it in the air. Tonight's a good night playing.
And the cheerleaders are, well, there's a give to Flournoy off that left side penalty marker on the play. They were trying to pick up the headmaster, Mr. Mahaffey. Had him off his feet there for a minute. Sporting the bow tie again tonight.
He loves those bow ties. Flag on the field. Looks like Coach. Oh, Coach is mad. He is getting Hayden Harris on the sideline.
Didn't have enough men on the field, right?
Yeah, he sure didn't. Coach Allen kind of reminded me of Saban right there. It don't matter how much time is left in a football game or a score. You make a mistake, he scolds them. I like it.
Going to bring up a first down in about 15 now. They give it off to Flournoy off that left side. Down the sideline he goes. Going to pick up 6-7 yards. Clock will continue to roll at the 48-yard line. Question asked, what position does Jake Burton play? Of course, he plays along the defensive front for Chambers Academy. Also, a big shout-out to Derek Roberts, who is actually running the board back at the studio. Derek, always good to hear from you. You do a great job. We thank you so much. And along with Thomas here with us, and our engineer, I suppose, would be the appropriate title, doing a great job. Both Derek and Thomas, we thank them very much tonight. Give to C.J. Lyons to the near side, and he'll be hit along the 49-yard line, and he'll go to the ground, but the clock will continue to roll with 2:51 and counting in the ball game. Chambers Academy 41, Lowndes 16, as C.J. sort of limps to this near sideline. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, that's one thing you do not want to see is your starting tailback go down with 2:35 left on the clock, up 41-16. It might be clearing the bench time for Coach Allen.
He looks like he's okay. He's walking it off over here on the near sideline, and third down and about 8 to go. Ball at the 48-yard line of Lowndes. Lions under center, man in motion. Illegal procedure on this. Yeah.
A little rusty.
Yeah, he had him over here at tackle?
Yeah.
On this near side, and just had a question about him. And he also plays along the offensive front occasionally, and that time he was a little premature in his movement.
Yeah. You don't want to make that mistake and go from third and medium to third and long, and right now we're third and long.
Ball at the 47 of Chambers, third down and a hard count. Lions thought he had him.
He did have him. He stepped over Caden Smoot, brushed his helmet off.
Lions, he'll give it off on the misdirection to Gillespie, and Gillespie's hit and dropped for a loss at along the 41-yard line.
You got to do better on the offensive front right there. It looks like our linemen have just given up. Hayden Harris kind of just stood straight up and let his defender go right by him. I don't know what he was thinking right there.
Ball at the 43-yard line, a minute 22 and counting here in the ball game. 41-16, Chambers leading on a fourth down play. They would have to advance the ball to the 40 of Lowndes. And Coach Allen's going to ask for and receive a timeout. With that, we will take one ourselves. 59 seconds remain, 41-16. Chambers Academy leads. We'll wrap things up when we come back right after the break.
Attention. Are you in need of a little extra cash? Would you like to have a little folding money to walk around with? Well, you need to hurry to Allen Scrap. My friends at Allen Scrap are paying top dollar on junk cars and scrap. It's easy. Take your scrap to Allen Scrap and cash in. That's Allen Scrap, County Road 164 between 5 Points and Lafayette. Phone 334-757-9096.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Well, looks like Chambers is going to punt it away. Trent Potts will drop back in punt formation at along his 31-yard line. On a fourth down and long. Good snap. Puts his foot into it. Down this near sideline, and will hit and take a Chambers, almost a Chambers roll. Goes out of bounds. And they say, we got a pretty good spot. Going to go out of bounds. Let's see. Okay.
He fooled us again.
Fooled us again.
But that ball rolled out of bounds. You don't look back to the head ref right there, because the football goes out of bounds. You go to where that football went out of bounds.
Well, you would think. He
He fooled us.
Ball at the 28-yard line for Lowndes. 51 seconds remaining. 41-16 Chambers Academy. Shotgun for Johnson. Plenty of time. Fires a pass across the middle. Caught. Uh-oh. Number 2 with the catch down inside the 10-yard line to the 7. We just sort of fell asleep there for a second. The ball floated in the air. Probably should have been knocked away. But number 2, Rayburn, reeled it in, and it's a first down and goal down at the 8-yard line for Lowndes.
He got behind the defense. That is exactly what you don't want to happen in a prevent cover 4 defense. I know Coach is going to show them in film study next week that, you know, I don't care how much we're up, you don't let a player get behind you in the defense.
Yeah, you know, floated it. We had plenty of time, but just sort of, I don't know, sort of fell asleep right there for a moment, and Lowndes has it first down and goal at the 8-yard line, trailing 41-16 with 37 seconds and counting in the game. Johnson, he'll toss it to number 22, running to his right, and he'll be hit and dropped at the line of scrimmage. And that, well, let's see. Lowndes is going to call a timeout.
They're going to finish the season. I mean, you can take a knee right there, finish the ball game, but he's coaching to the end.
He sure is.
I just got an update. Marengo 42, Abbeville 17.
Mm-hmm.
Pound for pound, it is going to be a heavyweight bout next week.
It will. Down in Troy, that's where the state finals will be at noon Central, if memory serves me correctly, 1 o'clock Eastern time for the state championship. We'll be there. We'll have it live right here on Eagle 102.3. So Lowndes will come to the line of scrimmage with 24 seconds remaining, trailing 41-16. A second down and goal for Lowndes inside the 10-yard line and along the 8, as Johnson will go into the shotgun again. Stack receivers to the right. He'll look to his right, fire a pass, got a man. And
what a hit.
Yeah.
Nail in the coffin.
Dropped the ball. He was hit. I didn't see.
Malik.
It was Malik?
Yes, sir. He done a little 5-and-out curl route, and he had the football in his hands. But even if he catches that football, Malik hits him hard enough right there. He was going to put the football on the ground anyway. Well, that was a bang play made by that senior.
Third down and goal for Lowndes. 19 seconds remain. Johnson, plenty of time. Throws the ball into the end zone and out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
Incomplete.
Right there, he's looking for Mason McCurdy, and just threw it a little too far.
Well, it'll be fourth down and goal with 11 seconds remaining. And Hayden Harris checks into the ball game, and Matthew Keebler checks out on a fourth down play. All right.
These fans are antsy. They're ready to get on the football field and celebrate with their kids and their family.
Shotgun formation, stacked receivers to the right. Johnson drops back, being pressured this time, and slides away, and then rolls to his right, fires a pass, nobody home. And that'll do it. A 1 second remaining on the clock. And so all Chambers Academy will have to do is go into victory formation. Chambers Academy will run the clock out here in a moment. It was a ball game at halftime.
Hey, the road to Troy had to come through 431 in 2 big home games, paid off. The kids are running around celebrating. Coaches admit on the field.
Chambers Academy celebrating as they should.
Yep.
A 41-16 victory here tonight that will send them to the state championship a week from today. A noontime Central start from Troy, Alabama, against, I suppose, Marengo, now that you shared that with us.
One thing that I noticed, a lot of the young kids were running around celebrating, but you saw your seniors and those kids that had been there before, they wasn't running around celebrating. They know they got one more football game, and they've got unfinished business, and you're going in there to face a powerhouse in Marengo that's going to run the football straight at you in a wing T set and play the same style of play that you beat other opponents with. So it's going to be a heavyweight bout.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's take a break, and we'll come back and sort of put a lid on this one tonight. Chambers Academy, big win here, 41-16 over Lowndes. They are state championship bound and remain undefeated. We'll come back with more right after this.
The main event, an Aveda Concept Salon Spa located at Veterans Memorial Parkway in Lafayette, salutes the Chambers Academy Rebels. Open since 1987. Train professionals that get continuing education in the latest styles and techniques. A relaxing and friendly environment. Haircuts, colors, waxings, manicures, pedicures, facials, and body treatments. Call for an appointment. 334-864-9989. The main event. Well, folks, did you know that at Newman's Farm Supply, located right across from the Chambers County Courthouse in Lafayette, they buy, sell, and trade guns every day. You'll find pistols by Browning, Springfield, Smith & Wesson, Glock, and they have the AR-15s, plus all your ammo, deer feeders, shooting tables, ladder stands, deer cane, molasses, apple corn, and a complete Neutrina lineup with Safe Choice, Proforce, Stock and Stable, Loyal, and River Run Food. Check them out today. You're sure to like the family-owned and operated business, my friends John and Mandy Newman and the entire staff at Newman's Farm Supply, across from the Chambers County Courthouse in Lafayette. Novelli Ennis Company offers accounting, tax, payroll, and audit services. They opened for business in 1950. Now they take this time to salute the Chambers Academy Rebels on winning the region championship. And best of luck in the state playoffs. Novelli Ennis and Company CPAs, located at 501 First Street, Lynette. Phone 334-642-2918. Chris Potts Logging is a proud supporter of Chambers Academy. The 2016 season has truly been special. On and off the field, Chris Potts encourages the Rebels to strive for greatness. Best of luck to the Chambers Academy Rebels from Chris Potts Logging. Attention. Are you in need of a little extra cash? Would you like to have a little folding money to walk around with? Well, you need to hurry to Allen Scrap. My friends at Allen Scrap are paying top dollar on junk cars and scrap. It's easy. Take your scrap to Allen Scrap and cash in. That's Allen Scrap, County Road 164 between 5 Points and Lafayette. Phone 334-757-9096. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Welcome back here to Torbert Field, where tonight the Chambers Academy Rebels picked up a huge 41-16 victory over Lowndes. They remain undefeated, and they are state championship bound. They will play at Troy next Friday at 12 o'clock Central Time. We'll be there with the live broadcast. And I'm back here along with Chris Strength. And, Chris, you know, at halftime it was 14-10. We were talking about it, and, you know, that first series of the second half, how critical it is in a lot of games like this. We said, you know, it's sort of cliche to say that. Chambers forced a after 3 downs, forced a punt. And after that, Chambers Academy really never looked back in terms of the second half.
Made great second half adjustments. One thing that he has done all year is go in there with his defensive coordinator and his offensive coordinator and say, what do we got to do to win this football game? And those kids have responded. I think one key in the football game was putting speed on the edges. Once you put that speed on the edge and he couldn't go back there and scramble around and kind of just prance around and look for his receivers downfield, you put speed back there running around with him, it's going to wear him out. And it did.
Well, it's been a whole lot of fun. I tell you what, why don't we step aside? We'll come back and we'll put a close on this one tonight. 41-16, Chambers Academy with the win over Lowndes. They beat them twice this year, earlier in the season, and then, of course, here tonight in the second round of the AISA playoffs. Coverage continues. We'll wrap things up right after the break here on Eagle 102.3.
Chambers Academy, serving you for over 45 years in Lafayette, Alabama, is offering open enrollment. Chambers Academy has remained grounded in solid traditions of high academic standards, strong morals, exemplary citizenship, and competitive athletics. A member of the Alabama Independent School Association. Their K-5 through 12 program, coupled with their Early Learning Center, which serves children from 6 months through 4 years old, enables families to access a consecutive program of nurturing educational experiences on a single school campus. Please find out more about all the great things happening at Chambers Academy in Lafayette by going to chambersacademy.com, or you can arrange for an appointment. To do so, call 334-864-9852. Chambers Academy with open enrollment. Chambers Academy. Enter to learn, go forth to serve. The staff at Lafayette True Value Hardware takes the time to congratulate the Chambers Academy Rebels on their success this season. Stop by Lafayette True Value Hardware on the bypass and see them for all your electrical, plumbing, and building material needs. Contractors and handymen will find everything they need to tackle any project. Lafayette True Value Hardware on the bypass, Lafayette. Everyone at Alabama Georgia Wood Preserving would like to congratulate the Chambers Academy Rebels on their tremendous success this season. Your hard work and dedication paved the way for an undefeated season. From everyone at Alabama Georgia Wood Preserving, good luck to the Chambers Academy Rebels. You're listening to Area High School Football on WELR 102.3 FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
And we welcome you back. As again, moments ago, Chambers Academy playing their final game at Torbert Field in 2016. But on a good note, they finished with a win and, of course, will advance, as we have said, to the state championship game in Troy, a 41-16 victory. And these seniors, such a huge part of the success of this program. And, the Coach Allen, while he visits with the players and fans and cheerleaders and all the folks out on the field tonight, has a special love for these seniors and what they've been able to accomplish this season and last season, but unfinished business.
Yep. They come in as a core group as 10th graders. A lot of the kids come in from other schools, preferably mostly Beulah area, and Coach Allen sold them on our program even before we were a true powerhouse. We were right there on the edge, and those kids come in, bought into his system, and was pretty good football players in the 10th grade. He had a lot of sophomores playing young, and those kids have played together for 3 years now, and you can definitely tell that there's that senior leadership that you hope for on the football field, that they entrust in each other.
Well, congratulations to Handley tonight, the Handley High Tigers, a 20-14 victory, we're told, on the road in Mobile, UMS Wright, and you and I were talking during the break, and anytime you go to Mobile, it's tough to come out with that W, and they were able to do that. So congratulations to Coach Strain and all the coaches and players there at Handley.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of teams over the years go down there with jet lag, and I remember I think I was 9th grade at Valley. Jamarcus Russell was still quarterback in high school, and he took Valley to the woodshed when we went down there to Mobile and looked the part.
Well, it's been a whole lot of fun. I look forward to next Friday, a noon Central Time kick for the state championship game. It appears it will certainly be Chambers Academy with a 41-16 victory, based on what you heard in terms of information, it'll be against Marengo.
Yep.
Hopefully, Thomas will be along with us. He does a terrific job. And to Derek back at the studio, thank you so much, Derek Roberts. And, of course, Thomas here with us. Chris, been fun, man. I thank you.
Yes, it's been an honor. When you first made that phone call, called me to ask for my help, to me it was kind of an honor to be alongside with you, growing up over the years. Listening to you on the radio, it's been an honor to stand beside you and call a game.
Well, I appreciate you so much. I know you have a real passion for Chambers Academy, your alma mater, and boy, it's been fun, no doubt, in 2016. One more opportunity to go from good
to great.
To great.
Yes, sir.
So for Thomas, for Derek, for Chris, I'm Steve Smoot saying so long. The Chambers Academy Rebels remain undefeated and are playing for the state title a week from today. 41-16 the final over Lowndes. Good night.
This has been Union State College.